There's a number of things that I think make this property a really special property and a really important property to conserve forever. One of the most important things about this property is that it builds a corridor in between some of our largest park systems. And it provides an opportunity both for people, but even more important for wildlife and even for plants to move along that corridor. And that's incredibly important. There's a number of species at risk that have been found actually on the property, like slender woolly heads. We know, for instance, that phantom orchid, which is an absolutely gorgeous flower, is up in the Gowland Todd range. If it's going to survive and find new habitats, it's going to need to move through this property. The other thing about the Mary Lake property that's extremely important is all of the riparian habitat. So the edges of wetlands, of streams, of the lake itself, all of those wet spots are just incredibly abundant and unfortunately extremely rare. In this area, we've lost over 80% of our wetland and riparian ecosystems. And unfortunately, those are the ones that a lot of wildlife really rely on. Some of the other endangered species or species at risk that might occur here, certainly there's lots of birds of prey here. We see bald eagles here on a regular basis, great blue heron, which are a blue listed species, as well as many waterfowl. One of the really incredible features about Mary Lake is the number of different ecosystems that there are on this property. We really range from rocky outcrops, which are covered with wildflowers in the spring. We have the second growth Doug fir forest, which is just maturing on this property, and we have the alder groves and the wetlands. These dead trees are incredibly important for wildlife. We don't often see them around, in areas that have been developed, but a lot of cavity nesting birds, including, things like owls, really rely on these trees. And right down to that fallen cedar tree in the background there, that's really important habitat. We're always tempted to clean spots like this up, but this is really the way it should look right here. If this property is developed, and I think it's really important to know that that's a real risk. We will lose that corridor that's going to allow wildlife to move through, a trail corridor for people as well. That is an amazing world-class opportunity for people to experience real wilderness, and this property is right in the center of that.